actually quality, which is, I would say, the second love in my life. The first love is beer. So one word, we are 100% owned by Carlsberg Group. Carlsberg Group is, we are number one in Northern Eastern Europe, and we are the fourth largest brewer in the world. Many markets in the world. Many don't know that actually we have 500 brands worldwide, and we employ a lot of people. I have to say this number 40,000 is not updated. It's from end of last year, because we are a financial company, but this year we are close to 50,000 as we bought majority in a Chinese company that brought us at once 9,000 employees. By the way, this is the future market of beer, China. Very fast growing, and we sell a lot of beer. In Russia, just a word to say, we have 10 breweries in Russia, from St. Petersburg to Khabarovsk. We are close to 40% of the Russian market, and we employ directly about 9,000 employees, plus with our distributors, salespeople that employ for us, it's about 12,000 employees, and we have 30 brands, 30 in Russia. I would add that we are focused on beer, but we do some soft drinks, and we have an energy drink, Flash. Some say it may be number one in Russia, some say it's not. We don't even follow the Nielsen on it, because we focus on beer. We have water, we have some soft drink, and if I may say, in many things we follow Coca-Cola. We were also sponsor of Sochi. We are sponsor now of the national football team of Russia. But we also went to the Continental Hockey League, and we have a lot of local springs, so are very much in sports. And as you know, Carlsberg, the sponsor of the Euro Cup, and it's part of our heritage. So, if I may, all the stock actually of quality in Carlsberg, it's part of our heritage. Our founder, Jakobsen, he engraved on the entrance to the brewery words which are called the golden words. If you ever visit Copenhagen, 30% of all malting barley in Russia is bought by Baltika. So I am sorry that you know very well all the restrictions on beer in Russia for many reasons, which I will not enter because I have to be politically correct. But no doubt it's a totally negative impact on Russian economy, of good of the people and health of the nation, unfortunately. But it's driven by different reasons, and the kiosks were mentioned. This 40,000, 100,000 small businesses disappeared only because somebody wanted to impact negatively beer. No other reason, because 40% of their income was beer. So this is what happens, and that's what we are living in. We do, of course, a wine project and so on. Talking about developing special barley. We brought special barley varieties to Russia to make sure they can grow in the different climates, soils, in different regions. By the way, just this year, at a special event, we did the first brewing of barley which was grown in Rostov area, problematic. We developed now in Samara area. Everybody knows that if you go to Tula area and so on, this is very known agriculture area, so we have a lot. But for all other areas, we brought special varieties of barley approved. Of course, you know it takes some time, but we are fully now can rely on local supplies. About quality, I'm many years in quality, and one of the things it's about, I found through all these years that the main issue with quality is confusion. And confusion is between definitions of quality and what it is. So we always say in production quality means only one thing, no variance. Every drop of beer in every bottle should be the same. The brewmeister should never tell me this is a good beer. Good beer, only you who drink it can tell me if it's good or not. And this is the product quality. It's to meet needs and expectations of consumers. Most of the people in Russia drink Baltika 3. I prefer to drink Baltika 7. because Baltika Streak, it's a mild taste, easier to drink, and I'm not used to it. But that's what people in Russia like, so that's what we do. Okay, and that's how you have to develop products so it fits your consumers. And organization quality is the next step and the highest step that we followed. If really quality is to meet needs and expectations of your customers, who are the customers of an organization? In our view, are all the stakeholders or all interested parties, which I will mention in a moment. And you have to meet the needs and expectations of all of them to have quality as an organization. So who are these? Usually there are 5 groups of interested parties. You have your customers, of course, consumers. You have shareholders. You have employees. You have the society around you. And you have your partners or suppliers. Each of them, quality for them, it's a different thing as mentioned here. For some of them, you have some standards, international standards that can help you, and we are following them. So this is the concept that we follow, that to be really a sustainable success company, you have to find a way, in a balanced way, to meet needs and expectations of all these companies. So we created the first ones in Russia, actually, and also in Carlsberg Group, a fully integrated management system that covers all the standards in one organization, in one policy, in one way of working. And this created a totally new way that we are following quality in the organization. The transition is not simple. You have to take people from different professions, skills that were used to work separately. You all have in your company people deal with environment, people deal with safety, others deal with quality. For us, it's all one concept. And we put them all together. And of course, we got certified of all the standards that we have. And we have one certification, by the way, one page that certifies us for 9,001 on quality, 14,000 on environment, 18,000 on health and safety, and 22,000 for food safety, because we are food. Actually, Maurizio mentioned nutrition. In Nestle, if I may say, we sell beer. Beer was developed very much in the old times, but also in the Middle Age, because it's a nutrition. And you know, I was born in Romania. In Romania, we call beer, in Romania, it's pâine liquidă, which means liquid bread. The ingredients of beer are actually bread, as bread, only there is more water and a little alcohol. So this is the difference. So it's a nutritious drink, actually. Of course, you have to drink it responsibly. Otherwise, sugar that was mentioned and alcohol are not very good for you. So everything has to be followed in a responsible way. So, as I said, certified on all quality systems and put them all together. And if I may say, why to follow international standards? In the Old Testament, those of you ever read it, there is a story about the Babylon Tower. And the people in Babylon, it's written there, that the Lord said that, behold, they are one people, and they all have the same language. And this is what they began to do. And now nothing which they purpose to do will be impossible for them. So if you have one language, then everything is possible. And this is true internationally. And therefore, the call, golden bubble, and so on. If I may, before I make another remark, because I see I'm on time, just to give you, some people maybe don't understand this quote, but as I speak also Hebrew, Babel in Hebrew means to mix up. So this is the source of this Babylon, and the name that he mixed up the languages. And they mix up all the languages, and from then, all of us speak different languages. And as me, unfortunately, I find it very tough to learn Russian. And I can read, I speak some words, but I learned one sentence to say in Russian. And I learned because as chairman of the Russian Beer Union, I had to learn it to say that I have a dream that you Russian people, most of you in the room, will stop to say that piva bez vodka dingi na vieter. And then maybe you will follow the more better drink for you, which is low alcoholic drinks. So really, this is all about it. Let's all have one language. And to give you a small example about the barriers of one language, and we all know it, we trade internationally, we are global companies, and world is global today. We happen to have a beer from Belgium, Monastery. We don't produce it here. It's Belgian monastery tradition, so we import it to Russia. This is our beer. It's called Grimbergen. It's not a very old beer. It's only 1,000-year-old. Sorry, not 1,000, from 1018, so it's 900 years old. Almost like Russia, almost. Yeah? This beer, we have to change its labels when it comes to Russia, because by Russia, strange law, it is not a beer, it's a beer-based beverage. For everybody in the world, 900 years it's beer. In Russia, Russian, who have no idea really what is beer production, for many, many years, they know better for trade, and then everything will develop better and faster. So thank you very much.